learning, unlearning. So learning for me, of course, I think my journey of my life is about learning. If there's anything that I, don't have humility about, is the fact that I'm an eternal, you know, learning fiend, so to speak. But sometimes learning also translates to knowing more and more about less and less, you know, expertise becomes that. And that's the point. I think we need to shift the focus and look at the concept of unlearning. So to me, unlearning is really unraveling. It's also kind of peeling the various layers that we have to be able to see other possibilities, right? And not to be seen in a negative sense or have this negative connotations about unlearning is about departure from what you have learned and disregarding it in a sense, right? So I really feel that there are two sides of a coin, and you need one to be able to make the other space fertile and exist.
I don't think it's a mutually exclusive function or event, right? Learning is continuous, and perhaps unlearning is too, right? So, and what I understand by unlearning is about internalizing what you learn, and then whatever comes out from that deep well of learning that you have done, whatever comes out is something that you own up to, something that is yours, something that is an individual expression, is belongs to your vision, your thought process. So that unlearning is actually what goes inside and comes out as an individual expression, I feel, is unlearning. Correct me if I'm wrong. So
absolutely, yeah.
So naturally, I think both of them, they're constantly evolving. So when I have reached a stage of maturity, when I mature with experience and with as a performer, as a teacher, as a student, then even what I learn is colored by my unlearning, isn't it? And therefore, what I take in, what comes out, so everything keeps evolving.
For example, when a Kathak dancer goes to a Bharatanatyam school or any other school in particular, the mindset is he or she has to unlearn the habits if she's trained in Kathak or in Bharatanatyam in order to learn a new style. But in the Temple of Fine Arts, however, when we learn dance, dance is taken as a big deal. We approach dance as dance. So Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Odissi, Contemporary, all was part of learning dance. In GFE, I think the teachers who taught us never said doing Kathak was not good for a Bharatanatyam dancer or vice versa. Dancers were taught many different Indian classical forms. On a superficial level, talking about unlearning, for example, if you go into a Bharatanatyam class, you have to hold your hands up tight, yeah? Your elbow should be up, you have to be straight and, you have to hold yourself up. Whereas you go into a Kathak class, you have to be much more looser, relaxed. It's not the Karakamukas or the mudras are all not so held, not so strongly, So the point is about, I think for me, it's about the intention